No, I've done all my animatic now, which will be on my blog soon, and I've just come today to do some tests for the rotoscoping and just compositing of the video footage. I'm using the blue screen here, using Leo, as we will show you, this guy, and my model plane, which I'm going to fetch in a minute. A couple of these lights to light the blue screen. I'm just going to see how this works, and then after using this, we should be able to go to the digital projector and begin the rotoscope, depending on how well this works. I'm not even sure if I'm going to need the blue screen when it comes to the end of it, but we'll see how it goes. The setup I got for the blue screen. I think I've probably found out a few of the problems now. Could have done with maybe setting up the second blue screen, which is over there. Because for long shots, as you can see with this camera, you're losing all this blue screen here. So, and some of the shots are going to be pretty big, because if you look at the scale comparison, it's a bit silly. But I think there's some stuff there to play with at least, so I'll get that done and see what it looks like. This is the final stage of the frame. This is modelling dope. Dope. Yeah, so it's dope, kind of dope, and it is actually making my own height. No, what dope does is cause the tissue paper, which starts life like this. You put that onto the frame and spray it with the spray gun.
The spray tin.
That will tighten the paper to the frame anyway.
And then we get this sort of loose effect here.
Sure, it's just like putting, it's the old style PVA glue trick. But what this actually does is strengthen it at the same time, whereas paper starts out like this, it ends up being like this. It's actually, as you can see, quite steady.
So the difference is between
this is the new side, this is something just doped.
Just doped.
And the problem is you can see through the frame, but because of the rotoscope it shouldn't be a problem. We've even added these new, well I should say, Mr. Reynolds has kindly added these engine parts at the front, which are just carved out of pieces not too different from this, so you can tell how long that took.
Pile of proof.
These are all eventually going to be glued on, they're just stuck there at the moment. And we're going to add the propellers with the new system of the route, so I'll explain that later in the vlog. The only problems I've really come across is here, kind of glued it on a bit funny, but I'm going to try and cover that somehow.
And we've got two new planes to the family.
Yes, two new planes. This is a baby plane.
Baby.
Which was made by Mike by the, what was this one? Was this one in it?
Yeah, that's the one.
And whatever make that is, basically came from this packet. And then we popped out today to get a slightly larger scale, as you can see, where it's much better. It gives a sense of distance much quicker. In a small space. As you can see, that one already appears to be miles behind this one.
And if I zoom up, you'll see how close they actually are, even though they look like they're miles apart. They're only that far apart.
Hey. So yeah, that's quite a neat trick anyway. This is the other one, which is a clip together kit, so there's been no glue on this at all, just a few stickers stuck to it. It took about, what, 20 minutes?
Yeah, there's something like that.
It really was like a giant Kinder Egg. And that was only like $6.99 on this. But it's good for what I'm doing, but for models this is just masters level for everything. That's not what I'm interested in. But yeah, we did a couple of test stills with that.
Then we've got this other piece.
Yeah, and this is where we're going after this, is because as you can see from this picture, it's not very clear though, the Lancasters are actually black on the bottom, and the engines and everything. And as you can see, this is not black on the bottom. And although I'm not going for uber realism, I'm still trying to get the colours and things, the basic shapes and things there. So what Mike's done is he's made this little wooden frame, glued it together using the same glues we've used and the same methods we've used for everything else. And what we're going to do, that's ready for doping now actually. As you can see, that's just been with...
Spray with a bit of water.
Yeah, as you can see with this, it's already very loose. But when you spray a bit of water, that becomes tight already. And then what we do, put this on, in about, I'd say 20 minutes roughly, half an hour. It starts to go hard. And less shiny we found as well, because originally we were worried that it was going to have a real big gleam. I'll show you how this turns out when it's dry, so
That's our test piece to sample with the spray paint, because if the spray paint eats the dope or anything like that, then obviously we don't want to do it on the...
So yeah, we're just worried that if we went straight to the actual framework, that's, you know, all this money, all this time gone down the pan, so it's probably safer just to do that. And what did we get? Acrylic paint in it, was it?
The one we got was the other one.
Let's have a look, shall we? Yeah, it is acrylic. That's going to go on. I think we're just going to use masking tape in case it does pull off. And like I say, it doesn't have to be perfect, we're just going to get a neat line down there and the rest will be black at the bottom.
It's a small update from Adam and Mike to let everyone know what we have to go through just to get into this animation block every day.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going back into Lancaster, that's why we've got to finish it today. Great big storm.
We had snow yesterday.
Loads of snow. Nothing settled. It is the UK. But yeah. Love us, because we love you. Bye.
Right, basically we just found there's a really shit on my plane. I think it's wood glue.
Maybe, yeah.
But it's just gone white over there, which I don't care because I'm drying it. Yeah, that's all doped up now, so everything's getting pretty sturdy. We just wait for that to dry. Come back on Monday, paint these black, spray the bottom black. This has got to be covered, and so are these. This is going to be black.
Yeah, black.
The bottom half of the plane,
black.
About a line there, black. Around the edge of the wing and underneath the wing, just below a certain mark on here, well, that's black. This has got to be covered both sides. So there's a bit on the back that needs to be covered. This little ridge. I've got to sort something here, possibly neaten up around here or something, but it's not too fussy. I might just draw a black line on that or something so I can see for rotoscoping purposes. Other than that, it is done. Can't really see too many of these.
We're really going for the defects, and you might be able to see them.
Yeah, when you get close you can see
them. They're really hard.
I mean, this is going to be the closest shot here, like that sort of thing, and you can see them, but I'm only going to be using this line and these lines.
I'm going to show you one of Adam's animation parts for later. Ooh. Magical.
So yeah, this is the piece we did earlier, that's only like 10-15 minutes ago. It's just about dry, but I'm going home and for a beer, so I want to go.
But we're going to spray it first before we go. Alright, we're going to come back to you
so
in a bit.
basically that's done. It's already more tight than it was earlier.
Now we're going to spray it. Spray paint.
Oh, we're near my plane, man.
Not near the plane. Right, I'm standing back as well, because last time, every time Adam sprays water, I get bloody sprayed. Spray it in the bin. Basically, we're going to spray it in the bin so that we don't mess up this animation studio.
Can you see that?
Yeah, we can see it.
Here's the green thing.
The green thing, that's what we're spraying black. Everything else will spray black too, but...
Look how pissed off he is.
Yeah, one of my fears, the reason we built the test sample was because we thought acrylic paint might, you know, eat the dope which we've put on the surface. You can see this side which hasn't been sprayed is really nice and taut. And the bit that has been sprayed has gone all springy and loose again because the acrylic's literally
still
eating
wet.
its way through.
The thing is, it looks dusty.
We'll come back and see if it's actually
it looks okay.
it retightens, but I've got my doubts. So
we can always dope on top as well and see what that does.
This is our test sample, so we'll have a little play with it and see if we can make it work. If we can't, we won't spray it in the real plane. There's no point in risking the real plane, not after our work.
Very true.